Hey, what's up, guys? This is Raul, and I welcome you on the Free Your Mind channel. This will be a long one. Please be patient because your way of life depends on it. This is important information you will not be presented with by the mainstream media. For the ones who lose attention rapidly, I suggest you go watch some cartoons because this is not for you. Today is Monday, the 30th of March 2020. The April Fool's Day is fast approaching on the horizon, when people may unwillingly experience something that they never did until now. At this point, I won't care much about the statistics of the pandemic hoax, because that shows only how gullible people are, and I don't want to entertain that thought even more. There are numerous reports that due to the current coronavirus crisis, which sent over 3 billion people at home, unemployed after being released from their job or just in a temporary technical unemployment status, the internet has apparently reached an oversaturation that will continue to get worse day by day. And on that fateful day of the 1st of April, the internet will shut down for a week or so. This may be true or not, but according to official authorities, even here in Europe, it seems that all the online streaming platforms were instructed to lower their streaming quality for all videos in order to cope with the increased online traffic, but apparently that didn't solve the cold issue. Actually, the reason for the up-and-coming shutdown is the exact same reason I presented in the previous video, when I talked about the attack against the freedom of speech. You will have no other means to be informed except the TV. The media, which is a government instrument, actually the most important instrument of propaganda, will be able to twist and turn the plot like you have never seen it before. Because when you will find yourself deeply in need of information, the alternative media will not come to the rescue. Not this time. Media users do during this period, and I wonder how many of them will still think straight without being able to stick their noses in a blue screen melatonin reducing device 24 hours a day just to like, share, subscribe, left and right. Yeah, because that is what you should do with your life in general. Pathetic, if you ask me. I have come to the conclusion that the technology pandemic is more destructive than the theoretical virus pandemics they are constantly releasing to the unsuspecting public just to tighten that not so loose chain even more. Computer technology, and even technology at its core, is a brilliant idea. The problem with it is that the ones who release it to the general public have a vast amount of interests, and not even one of them is to help people. The key thing here is the way they perfected their speech over the years, so that whenever they release a new technology, be sure that you are being fed a complete lie when they thoroughly explain how this new technology is going to change your life for the better. And you are only a sheep. You don't have the right to question the so-called specialists, even if your gut tells you that something smells fishy here. I have to give them some credit though. Some part is true. When they say that this will change your life, you have to believe it, because it will surely change your life, but not in the way you would want it to. For the open-minded out there, whoever you may be, you have to understand that people have not learned from their past mistakes, and because of that, they are doomed to repeat them indefinitely until they change their lives for the better or until their mistakes catch them up and grab them by their nuts, which of course will happen for the majority of us. There's a small number of people who are trying to make a difference, but their voice is not heard, because the majority doesn't share their ambitions. What we experience now is just a fiction novel crisis being put in place just to inspire fear and further the control mechanism through media by the elites. Okay, let's talk about the coronavirus plandemic, as I call it. I will start this topic with the straightforward evidence for what we all experience right now. Sit down, because you may faint.
It began in healthy-looking pigs, months, perhaps years ago. A new coronavirus spread silently within herds. Gradually, farmers started getting sick. Infected people got a respiratory illness with symptoms ranging from mild flu-like signs to severe pneumonia. The sickest required intensive care. Many died. Experts agree, unless it is quickly controlled, it could lead to a severe pandemic, an outbreak that circles the globe and affects people everywhere.
The mission of the Pandemic Emergency Board is to provide recommendations to deal with the major global challenges arising in response to an unfolding pandemic. The board is comprised of highly experienced leaders from business, public health, and civil society.
We could be looking at double the number of cases in 1 week and 16 times as many in a month if we are not able to stop the spread. That would be on the order of 500,000 cases, and it would continue to rise exponentially. In 3 months, we could be approaching 10 million cases.
We're at the start of what's looking like it will be a severe pandemic. And there are problems emerging that can only be solved by global business and government.
6 weeks later, we all know what happened, don't we? Yes, you're right. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner here. The first coronavirus case appeared in Wuhan, China. You are about to see a clip from a 2015 Italian report that talks about a super virus created in the Chinese labs. I want you to understand that this was just a setup to cover the truth we see being unveiled nowadays. They had to have a good reason to show people that the pandemic is as real as it gets, even if that incriminated them for creating the virus in the first place. But that is not a problem for them, as they have had their ways many times, and history stands as witness.
Scienziati cinesi creano un supervirus polmonare da pipistrelli e topi. Serve solo per motivi di studio, ma sono tante le proteste. Vale la pena rischiare? È un esperimento, certo, ma preoccupa tanti scienziati e un gruppo di ricercatori cinesi innesta una proteina presa dai pipistrelli sul virus della SARS, la polmonite acuta, ricavato da topi. E ne esce un supervirus che potrebbe colpire l'uomo, resta chiuso nei laboratori, ovvio, serve solo per motivi di studio, ma vale la pena correre il rischio, creare una minaccia così grande solo per poterla esaminare? Maurizio Menicucci.
Vecchio quanto la scienza il dibattito sui rischi della ricerca. In fondo è il mito di Icaro che cade per avere sfiorato il sole con le ali di cera progettate dal padre Dedalo. Lo rilancia un esperimento realizzato in Cina dove un gruppo di studiosi è riuscito a sviluppare una chimera, un organismo modificato innestando la proteina superficiale di un coronavirus trovato nei pipistrelli della specie, piuttosto comune, detta naso a ferro di cavallo, su un virus che provoca la SARS, la polmonite acuta, anche se in forma non mortale, nei topi. Si sospettava che la proteina potesse rendere l'ibrido adatto a colpire l'uomo e l'esperimento lo ha confermato. È proprio questa molecola detta SHCO14 che permette al coronavirus di attaccarsi alle nostre cellule respiratorie scatenando la sindrome. Secondo i ricercatori, inoltre, l'organismo, quello originale e a maggior ragione quello ingegnerizzato, può contagiare l'uomo direttamente dai pipistrelli senza passare per una specie intermedia come il topo. Ed è appunto questa eventualità a sollevare molte polemiche. Proprio un anno fa il governo USA aveva sospeso i finanziamenti alle ricerche che puntavano a rendere i virus più contagiosi, ma la moratoria non aveva fermato il lavoro dei cinesi sulla SARS, che era già in fase avanzata e si riteneva non così pericoloso. Secondo una parte del mondo scientifico, infatti, non lo è. Le probabilità che il virus passi alla nostra specie sarebbero irrilevanti rispetto ai benefici, un ragionamento che molti altri esperti bocciano. Primo perché il rapporto tra rischio e beneficio è difficile da valutare e poi perché, specie di questi tempi, è più prudente non mettere in circolazione organismi che possano sfuggire o essere sottratti al controllo dei laboratori.
And remember, nothing is true, everything is permitted. I thank you all for watching and I see you next time. Take care.